Well, thank you for accepting our invitation to come to Baylor. We look forward to welcoming you here. I myself traveled to the United States years ago and came here as an international, and I can let you know that I feel very welcome here. So we look forward to welcoming you and your family if you are bringing a family with you. Our motto here is, you are welcome here. So just know that you are coming to a staff who is ready and prepared to assist you in making the cultural adjustments while you work towards achieving your academic goals. One of the things that we want our students to pay attention to is the email that they receive from Baylor IT, inviting them to create an account and to begin using their Baylor email. That is super important that you set up that account, because that's the account where our international advisor, who we also call the DSO, that's the account that the DSO will send information to you. So the DSO will send information inviting you to complete the application, to provide some information such as passport information, financial statements, and that information will come to you through your Baylor account.
A couple of different expectations to think on when you're considering housing is the earlier the better. As Baylor continues to grow in the Waco area, finding off-campus housing can be a challenge both for international students coming in as well as domestic students that are coming to study at Baylor as well. Baylor University does have an off-campus housing website connected there. If you just go onto a baylor.edu's website and then to search off-campus housing, you'll be able to find some different lists that are around here. If for whatever reason you are experiencing issues trying to get housing, just reaching out to your DSO to let them know about those issues you have will be really important as well. Communication is key. Our office is here to be able to make sure you can be able to secure your visa, but then also once you do arrive at Baylor, being able to connect up with your department, being able to let International Student Scholar Services know any issues you might have will be really important to make sure that we can be able to provide connections for you as well.
I teach the International Teaching Assistance class for international graduate students who want to be a teaching assistant or who just want to improve their pronunciation and their teaching skills. Those are the two main focuses of the class. We want students to feel comfortable in front of an American classroom and think about things that might be pitfalls that cause communication barriers for American students, because a lot of our students have never been out of the country, or they have never even possibly met someone from another country. So when they have a professor who comes from another country, there could be some communication barriers, and we want to make our international graduate teaching assistants aware of those things.
Another thing to think on is that Waco itself is very car dependent when it comes to transportation. So if you have a class or if you have research that's going over at the Brick building, that might be something to really think on. Collaborating with your advisor, collaborating with classmates on transportation. Another resource that's available is in the Center for Global Engagement, where International Student Scholar Services is located, over in the Hanker-McCashin building. We're able to provide free Waco Transit bus passes. There's a bus route that runs right behind the Alexander Residence Hall along 8th Street, and you can stop by the CGE to be able to pick up passes as much as you need, and that can be able to get you over to the HEB, the grocery store. There's a lot of different options for food there.
One thing that you have to know about something going on in Waco right now is that it takes a really long time to get a driver's license, because during COVID, like, all the appointments were backed up. So if you're coming in from overseas, and just know that you might not be able to get your driver's license right away. So you might want to bring an international driver's permit. I have that permit, and that's what I'm using to drive in America currently.
There's also a lot of local churches that offer resources for international students to get to know each other. There's also the Baptist Student Ministry here on campus, which offers a meal for international students each week. So there's a lot of resources there. Sometimes it's hard to know what they are and where they are. That's why it's really important to ask. Try and find someone who's been here a year or a semester ahead of you and ask them, what have you found? Where can I get involved? And you'll find a place where you can fit.
Communicate your needs with your department prior to arrival is really important too. So that way your professors and your department will be aware of some of the needs you have, whether that be for needs for transportation or other needs maybe to get, if you're bringing any dependents with you, a spouse, kids, or other relatives or family members. That'll be an important thing to be able to let them know what those needs are. And then also talking with your DSO over at International Student Scholar Services so we can be aware of the best way to be able to help you with any needs you may have.